Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, February 21st, 2025. So, as usual, my name is Michael Chu, and we will be going through some of the actions happening on the market right now. So, we have a couple of rough days for growth stocks in general. We're going to jump to it right away. But before I do that, I just noticed two stocks on my list that are doing well right now. They continue to climb. So here's BILI. Um, so it just hit new high this morning again. We're gonna raise the top. The stop as it climbs. It's starting to get pretty extended now, right? You can see from this level to this level, it's pretty extended. If you look back at this run here, I mean, this was pretty extended from this level right here too. So it might have 1 day or 2 more days of extreme run before it's over. Um, so yeah, this is or it could run even higher. It could hit a newer high than this. I don't know. But just want to say it is running really hot right now. EMA at 10 moving average is 2073. So that's where I'll set my stop right now. Um, the pink arrow is where I took some partial profit right here. That was yesterday. I'll keep the rest to see how far I can go. The next one is also Chinese stock is FUTU. This one is also running hot, making new highs. So yesterday it reversed, but today it gap up in the morning, and so far it's been holding the gain. So it looks like it really wants to break out now. So that's 11702. I'll raise the stop as well on that one. Um, just looking at the number here. I just want to see if I want to take partial profit because I did buy recently here. Let me draw the line here. I did buy right here. So um so from this to this, it's not really that much more. So I think I'm just gonna hold on for another day and see. 123 right now it's 128. Yeah, I mean you could take some partial profit, but it's really not that much. Especially now it wants to break out. I'll let it break out and see. So those are the only two stocks that are doing well on my list right now. I'm down to very little stocks. A lot of them got stopped out. So that's the problem with this market right now. It's just a lot of stocks are just coming down. So let's go look at the list that I marked down here. So we start talking about stocks that are getting hammered recently. Let's jump to APP. So here you go. This is falling pretty hard right now. So that's the app loving. Um, let me draw a trend line here if I can. But anyhow, it broke out on strong earnings, but then it pretty much hasn't moved since then. And then now it's already filling the gap right here. So yeah, let me set an alert line. So this downtrend line is like a little bit more than 45-degree down slope, right? So generally 45 degrees is a good line to draw. Just a market check right now. QQQ is down 0.6%. Let's just jump to the chart. So here you go. It's sitting at the 10-day right now, so it doesn't look too bad. But like I said, we start seeing growth stocks pulling back on Wednesday, Thursday, and today. but the index didn't really get dent much, which is very interesting. So the SPY also down 0.5%. So this one is starting to go under the green line a little bit. And then Dow, DIA, this one falling much harder. Today UNH news really push it down a lot lower. Um, they're being investigated by the Justice Department. And then we have IWM Russell here also really starting to come back to the lows here. So this is looking much worse. All right. Again, this market, I feel like there's no need to be too aggressive at this moment. It's just many stocks getting growth stocks, especially. Let me just jump to FFTY. This is the IBD 50 ETF. So here you go. This is much clearer. See, Tuesday, it actually started on Tuesday. The downtrend here. Wednesday, even though market make new high, it didn't really move much. It actually went down. Thursday, Friday. So this is more better indication of the growth stocks. Really strong pullback right now, like much stronger than even than the uptake here. Very fascinating. Not sure why though. Like really, it just seems like um, uh, people are taking profit right now. So that's probably what's happening, and it triggers right. Once one person starts to sell, and it just trigger like the next low and low and low. Okay, let's come back to the stocks that are getting hit lately. So here's IoT. So again, there's no bounce whatsoever. The slope is pretty strong. All of them are coming down pretty hard. Um, so that's the thing that I talked about yesterday. It's just why are all the stocks coming down so hard, right? Like usually that means there's lots of selling. You can see this volume, like tremendous volume at the down below there. Here's Reddit. Look at Reddit. It finally broke this red line here. So that spells trouble. Um, Here's CVNA, also finally top here. You can see it broke the green line, pink line as well. Today it fell to this red line here. This is not looking good right now. Again, with such a heavy selling, I do expect some bounce usually. But if it doesn't bounce, that just means more trouble. Because that means no one even want to buy at this level right now. Here's Dash. It is stocks on the move because it's up today, but it up really slightly, right? So my position got taken out yesterday. So this is a nice run, but you can see yesterday it tripped my red line there, my stop there. So I did give back quite a bit actually, but that's unfortunate. This kind of when stock had been going up, and it's kind of extended from the 10-day, and then it fall hard all of a sudden, it really take out like 5 to 10% of your gains or even more. And because it never really give you a chance to like find other indication that maybe you should sell, right? It's just one day and it's where it erupts selling, and really um the only thing you could have done is you sold earlier in the day. That's it. But then how do you know if it doesn't bounce back, right? So I usually either let it hit my stop or I sell at the end of the day to see if it will bounce back. But usually in this case specifically, it actually keep going down, and many stocks did that recently. Exxon, Palantir, and so forth, right? They all went down really hard on one day, and yeah, it really didn't give any signal whether you should sell before that. And so usually those topping signs are very strong indication that there's more to come, because it never give you a chance to even sell. So now everybody's rushing to sell at the same time. The question is how much more selling will happen over days, because general traders like me or whoever, they don't usually they usually take 1 or 2 days. But for institution, if they really want to get out, it could take weeks. So again, I don't know what the future holds. We'll just have to monitor and see what happens after, right? So, but anyhow, Dash trying to bounce back, but very weak. So so you can monitor this, but it is holding at the 10-day, but it's not like, how is it, very strong bounce back, right? So that's the only problem with Dash right now. But I'll put it on the watch list just to see throughout the day what happens, because this is kind of holding up better than others. Um, so but yeah, I'll just watch it and see. Um, okay, so keep going. Again, lots of stock leadership down right now. OSW here. I mean, this is volatile. I don't know. Let me just take out my market for a second. So this day was the day they report earnings, and look at how far down it went, and then look at how far back up it came back on that day, right? That's the day I got tripped on these shares, unfortunately, because this is a $20 stock. You're gonna have more volatility when it's not as liquid, right? So always keep that in mind. $20 stock, less than 1 million shares trade. These kind of stocks tend to move easily 10% or more on a bad day. So this is a good example of that. So anyhow, I got tripped that day. But look at the next day. It basically came back all the way down again, right? 2 days in a row. And then today it's near bottom again on the red line. Amazing, amazing trade. Look at this gap down. Look at this bounce back. Look at this downturn. Wow. Crazy volatility. This is what's happening right now in the growth stock market, especially for illiquid stock like this. It's just unbelievable volatility. I would honestly stay away from at this moment, just because there's just, who knows how far this could have another bad day if something bad happens. Um, yeah. So I uh, just wanna draw a trend line here. Again, this slope is really strong right now. Um, yeah, it's not a good slope at all. So even if we come back above the trend line, I might not take a position because it's just too steep, right? But I just want to know if stocks are coming back up slowly. Just give me a signal. So that's OSW. RCL yesterday got hit hard too. So here it looks like it's falling through right now. So again, another leader that's been hit. Like for me, I was trading around here, and I got up pretty much right here because it wasn't really moving much when others are moving. So that's why I got up much earlier here. And you can see it, even this bounce was very weak, right? So it just tells me like a momentum stock that was trading really well, like right here, is not doing that, and I was just like, there's no more momentum. So anyhow, this is another one that's getting hit now. Um, let's do a quick market check to see if there's any improvement. QQQ, okay, it looks like it's getting a little bit worse. It's now down 0.66%. And the worst index here is IWM Russell one down 117%, 1.17. So it's getting a little bit worse now, and that's the problem. When growth stocks top, you have no clue how far it will go, because that's the problem with growth stocks, because they can go up for a long time, but they also like way past evaluation, like super high evaluation, and when they top, they could go down a lot faster too. So let's keep going. CORT. So this one I got tripped as well. And this is just a sign that I bought here, right? It's looking really good, finding support, and then the next day it just got hammered. I don't know. There must be some news or something. I don't know. Anyhow, look at today. It barely bounced, right? So another bad stock getting hit lately, right? Again, a lot of growth stocks getting hit. I mean, today is probably another day. Let's look at HIMS. Here's HIMS. So HIMS has an incredible run, a stock that I missed. Unfortunately, it went up over 100% based on this breakout. And look at how it's trading now. It's like first you have this 2-day run. So if you didn't take your profit there, you have one more chance here, and that was it. Now it's been falling pretty hard. Again, another stock that is very steep slope right now. Um, just incredible speed at how fast they're falling. So if you think you have good gains, now you have give up more than half your gains now. It's just crazy, right? So how fast it can drop. So again, this will spark more panic selling as the market get weaker, and the index hasn't even fallen down much yet, which is kind of interesting. Why the index not falling down much? I don't know. Um, so here's WGS, also another stock that I traded. So here's the gap up on earnings here. I took profit that day, and look at it now, 3 days down. It's still looking okay because it's above the 10-day, but it's getting closer, right, to the 10-day now. So if this do bounce, I will probably, again, depending how the market condition is and how the bounce is, um, if the market stabilize and this stock also stabilize, I might add more shares. But it's unlikely that I don't know. I don't have any optimism right now. I feel like the market uh, it's really bad. It could really come back down pretty far. So this one I could give back a lot of my gains as well, just because yeah, it's just the way the market is right now. It's really bad. And that's WGS. So yeah, those are some of the stocks that were kind of down yesterday and continue to be down today. Um, in terms of the action today, any bit stocks here? Let's quickly take a look. BILI, JD, we already talked about BILI, JD, TCOM, FUTU. We also talked about FUTU. So all these Chinese stocks, right? Aris, Big CBU, CWAN, LPLA, WIS, Excel, CLS, Wix, Dash. We also talk about Dash, TW, TSM, Lily, VRSK, Coco. So you can see the earnings are very weak. I mean, sorry, not earnings. The volume really low today. Also, we don't have 20 stocks, which means the whole market right now is just really weak. Um, yeah, yeah, that's the problem right now with this market. So, nonetheless, we can look at some stocks, see if they're um, have any strong stocks that we can monitor right now. Again, I wouldn't be too aggressive right now just because things are not looking good on the growth stock side. So here's Aris. This is pollution control. It's looking good right now. So it does have a 1/4 negative earnings, so it doesn't satisfy my criteria. But yeah, it is holding up on a day like today. So for pollution control is here. Today is February 21st. Let's keep. And here we have CWAN from yesterday. It broke out, I think. Oh, yeah, it started to move. Looks like today it continued its momentum. So this is computer software financial. So this is a rare gem right now, because it's not only breakout, but you're also holding follow through on yesterday and today. It's, yeah, very strong. Um, a little bit extended right now. Um, I don't know. I don't really want to chase any stock right now, because here's the 10-day right here, and this is where it's at. So that's pretty extended, right? Like if you look back at history, very seldom is that extended. Even here, this extension is not even that as much as this. So this is the breakout right here, right? And then it pulls back right here after the breakout. So yeah, I'll watch this, but I don't think I'll do anything right now. It's just too far out, right? So yeah, if there are any stocks that we want me to look at, I can take a look. Because there's really not too much happening today. Um, so yeah, let me know if there's anything you want me to look at. Chinese stocks, like, surprisingly still holding up. Again, they're really doing well, the Chinese stocks. Um, okay, let's keep going. So this one's doing well. TW, this one also moved yesterday, so let's see how it's trading today. It's pretty strong earnings guidance here. It's breaking out from the 10-day. So here's my slope there, and today it followed through as well. So TW, financial service specialty. Um, yeah. So this one is in the financial service. It used to be under commercial area, but anyhow, we got moved there. So TW, yeah, I'll watch that as well. So there's some stocks that are working. So it's not like the whole market is down, but CLS, this is a previous leader. Let's see how it's trading right now. Here we go. CLS. So we have the huge bounce back from earnings after the DeepSeek drop. It hasn't done much since then, but it is holding. It is holding at the 10-day. But today, uh, so this would be like a mini trend line here. Mini trend line. Still, yeah, with this market condition, I'll just watch this. I mean, there is some volume on the sell side, but it did close off the lows right there. So yeah, but it's definitely holding up better than a lot of growth stocks, right? Again, it's all relative, so we have to look at other growth stocks and this stock. It seems to be, you know, I put this in normal trend right now, but I think yeah, it's good to watch this as well in case it does come back, and yeah. So let's just put it on the watch list. You know, stocks like CLS, they can move fast. So if the market stabilize, it can really move after that. So it's showing some signs that it wants to hold. Like anyhow. So let's see. So let's see how that goes. Zim, this is dry shipping. Let's see. The earnings really bad, so it has some momentum right now, but again, doesn't fit my criteria. Okay, let's look at cocoa. Also, this is beverages reporting in 5 days. Uh, Not a strong earnings guidance, so I will pass on that. JD doesn't have. Let me see. This is Chinese stock as well. So most Chinese stocks are doing well right now. So here is like bouncing here. Has 1/4 of bad earnings guidance here, but it's very choppy though. But it did make new high today, recent high. So yeah. So technically it's good, but it's not really meet my fundamental criteria. So let's go back to the stock on the move here. Let's look at Lily. Lily. So Lily is a stock I'm still holding. So what happened to this stock is we have this huge downtrend break here. So it start moving up nicely, and then here it got a little bit extended and pulls back, and then it actually tripped my stop here right there on that day because it broke the 10-day. Then from there it bounced back, and then I brought back in right away. So far the bounce is okay, nothing wrong with this bounce. Um, Again, the market is weak right now, so the fact that this stock can not go down on bad days is pretty good. So of course, health is always more defensive than other areas, so that's also another reason. But this stock is proven that it's in a very strong momentum right now. Look at that trend right there. So this could be a potential leader once this market start to stabilize and take off again, because this is starting to build the right side of the base, and this is the previous high here. So um, yeah, so looking really good. Why? Again, um, it's up. It is still not too high to buy right now, right? I mean, it is the fourth day of bounce from the low here. So, but in terms of like, it's not like today. I guess you see right now, if we close here, we did make a new high, closing high on recent days. But again, the market condition is really bad right now. So a lot of things are holding some of these stocks back now. It could have gone much higher if the market is not in this condition. Let's do a quick market check here. Still very similar. Down a little bit, slightly more. 0.69% on Q2Q, and 1.19% on IWM. So, but yeah, but in general, stocks are going down harder, right, than the index are. So again, I don't know why there's such a big discrepancy, but um, I mean, growth stocks tend to drop 2-3 times more than the index, so that's part of the reason. But yeah, so very cautious time right now to be less aggressive. Um, yeah, let's keep going on this. So Lily doing well right now. Health has been more stable lately, and probably because the market is just so uncertain right now. Here's another one that's moving. Excel does have a negative quarter earnings, so not part of my list this moment. Hello, another biotech. So this one has decent earnings guidance. This uptrend is looking pretty good. Um, it did reverse though right now. So it broke through my trend line, but then it reversed, right? And this is first time it fell. This is second time it fell now. But we did find support right here. Very interesting. So, but here's a strong accumulation type of action. Even though the volume didn't show up, but the price is holding up. And then here we're starting to give back a little bit. So this is a test right there. There's more tests on the upside here. So once the tests are all done, it could really move this one, because yeah, but it is definitely testing your patience right now. Again, market conditions is probably what's causing this as well. So people are just raising money here and there. But yeah, a good stock to watch too. I think it could be a potential leader if things start to go well. So let's put down the watch list. A lot of time I put stocks on the watch list I don't really look after. So just want to, but I'm just saying put it on the watch list if that's something you want to look at. Because I just have too many stocks on my list. Yeah, just do market check again. It looks like QQQ is sliding down more. So let me go to intraday. So again, selling is intensified. Wow, look at this slope. That's incredible selling. So again, not a good time to be aggressive right now. I mean, this is the problem with choppy markets, right? They're gonna go down hard, but they're gonna bounce back hard too. So you might think, hey, this is a good time to enter, but then the next day the same thing happens again, go down hard, and that's how downtrend feels like. It always makes you think like there's a chance, but then you know again the index doesn't really show it. This is the funny thing. But if you go to like say IBD 50, look at this slope here. Like this is the second time showing this. The selling is intense right now with no news in the market right now. Like no macro news, nothing whatsoever. Like I mean, there's the UNH news, but really, why is it affecting all growth stocks? So the word growth scare is being used a lot on CNBC right now. Like, is there a growth scare? Like, is growth stocks done in terms of evaluation? It's so high, things going down the lane is going to be much harder for them. All that stuff, right? Possible. I don't know. Like, is this a short-term day thing, like just this week, or is this going to continue on next week? Like, does anyone really know? Um, so yeah, it's better to be cautious now. It's not the time to be aggressive. So I'm slightly probably this morning I haven't looked, but it's probably like 35% invested. Probably by end of the day I'll be like even below 30% if this market continue to weaken. So yeah, not time to be aggressive for sure. So let's continue here. So we look at that CBU. So CBU is a new name on this list. It's a financial North Banks Northeast Regional Bank. This stock they try to come out today and it reversed. And this is the problem. Even some stocks try to come out, but they reverse because the market condition is so bad. And then because this stock is so illiquid, it's so easy to move right either way. Um, the volume is just under a million, so usually they tend to easily move one way or the other. So that's the problem with the market. But the chart pattern looks amazing. The cup with handle pattern right now is coming back to the red line, 50-day moving average. Again, we gotta wait for this market to stabilize because then this will take off, and that's probably another thing you will notice. The stocks start to break out again, and that's when you know things are improving again. But right now, it's not the time. Now, let's say we do have a reversal today, and all these stocks start to break out. Yeah, I will follow that trend. I will start to take some positions, even though it's a little bit early. But we need to see that reversal. I don't know if we'll see it today. So this is another stock. Even it's a little bit illiquid. So you know, a few things you could do is like maybe have smaller position. Um, if you want to get in to that way you don't take too much. If again stocks that are illiquid right now, they're going to be possibly moving 10-20% easily on bad news. So or even on some panic selling that's happening. So we're gonna be really cautious with stocks like this. Let's jump to Co-op here. So this one also has good earnings. Co-op 7 billion market cap. This one is trending nicely. It doesn't move fast. This stock in general, you look at the past, it doesn't move fast. That's the only problem. But we did have a huge shakeout right here. That huge shakeout shake out a lot of people on the earnings day. and now it's stable again. It looks like it wants to come out right now. Again, it reversed because of the market condition, but this is not negative for me. Like this is not a negative sign because the market is really just there's so much selling. It's forcing even the best stocks to reverse. But like I say, it hasn't come down far enough for me to say it's negative. If it turned red, then yeah, for sure. But even then, it could bounce again next day. So another stock to watch. So, so some of these more financial stocks are actually doing good, right? Surprisingly. So, so let's put it on the watch list. And this one's, the ones I follow tend to have strong earnings. So this is one that also have good earnings. So, um, the reason why I follow stocks that have good earnings because they're more of an institutional quality, and and hopefully those stocks are less volatile. But doesn't always mean that way because some stocks can still be volatile even lots of institutions follow it. But it just have a little bit of a back support in some ways. So here's Goldman Sachs. Doesn't have the strongest earnings in the fourth quarter here this year. It is reversing this morning. So it has a drop yesterday. So that's a big drop yesterday. And this morning it looks like it just have no power again. With the market condition like that, most stocks are not going to have those kind of power to come back. KKR. This one has just one quarter here, a little bit below 10%. It's pushing. Wow, this is really correcting. It already went below this base. So this is the problem. This is a good example of how far a stock can go. They can easily go below previous base, and here it's already coming back to the 200-day. Now we haven't seen this come to the 200-day for a long time. So if this breaks, this will shake out so many people because a lot of people probably have their stock around there, especially long-term traders. Um, yeah, this is not looking good. You know, QFIN is a Chinese stock. So I did trade this, but I got shaken out. So uh, let's take a look. So yeah, it still hasn't report yet. 26 days. So here's the day I got shaken out right there. Little bit choppy, right? You can see. Today it couldn't come back on the 10-day. So that's not a good sign. So yeah, a little bit weak today. So put new low here. SFBS Bank Southeast. So some regional banks, holding up better than surprisingly. I don't very interesting. Like they're holding really nice, right? So this is the second example. CBU was the previous one. This is the second one now. It's holding really tight. Very interesting. So definitely good to be on watch list. I think. Who knows? Maybe regional banks will could come back. I don't know. But that's the IWM index, right? So IWM hasn't done well for the last 2 years. It just keeps going sideways action in the median trend. So we'll see. I just want to see if there's anything else to talk about. Okay, let's just jump to some tech stocks here, just a few. Not much, not much tech stock doing well right now. Credo, this is tested the lows twice now. It keep wanting to stay near the 10-day, which is a good sign. So this one in general is holding better than other tech stocks. So it's a good one to be on the watch list. Maybe when the market stabilizes, it'll take off, right? And here's the nice trend line right there. So let's keep that on the watch list. Again, unless the stock market reverse hard today on the upside, I don't really think any of this stock should be even like look at, right? Because they could go down more next week on Monday. Who knows? Here's Palantir. So this one is trying to bounce a little bit, but again, very weak bounce. Look at that, how weak that bounce is. Below 10-day moving average. Um, so again, you see this slope is so down a lot. I'm trying to draw a trend line here. Okay, it doesn't work. I'll do it later. Let's see. I think TSM. This one also holding really tight, surprisingly. Um, yeah, it's not too bad. And then Nvidia, which has done well recently, also holding really tight. These two stocks. So interesting, right? With the mark, this is probably why the index holding up much better on the QQQ or Nasdaq because of these two stocks in general. I'm sure there's other stocks that are holding up the market, but this is good two examples, two mega caps that are holding the market well. Like it's not dropping, so that's a good sign actually. So I do have Nvidia. Um, I don't have TSM yet, but it's holding really tight. This is my buy point here. It's been holding up above the red line. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this live stream today, and I'll have the market recap video out this weekend, and also my top growth stocks list to see what other changes has happened this week. But thank you for watching. Hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.